Ever set a New Year's resolution only to feel stuck before you even begin? Or maybe you've been meaning to clean your room, hit the gym, or finally tackle that big project? But somehow, scrolling through your phone always feels more urgent. You're definitely not alone. Procrastination isn't just about being lazy. It's often linked to stress, fear, or even perfectionism. It's easy to say, "I'll do it tomorrow." But let's be real, tomorrow never really comes. So what's holding us back? According to psychologists at the Cleveland Clinic, procrastination is our brain's way of avoiding stress or the fear of failure. Instead, we focus on things that feel easier or more enjoyable in the moment. Makes sense, right? The good news is, you don't have to stay stuck in that cycle. There are practical strategies you can use to overcome procrastination and start moving forward again. Let's keep it simple to start. Forget about the entire mountain you're facing and just focus on the very first step. Instead of thinking, "I need to clean the whole house," or "I have so much to do," break it down into something smaller. Pick one room, or even just one drawer. When you tackle smaller tasks, they don't feel nearly as overwhelming, and the best part is, each small win gives you a little more momentum to keep going. Trust me, once you get started, it's easier to keep that ball rolling. So, pause the video right here, write down one small task you can tackle today, and take that first step forward. And hey, once you've taken that step, we'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment and let us know what you're working on. Next up, don't try to do this alone. Find a friend, a family member, or someone you trust. Someone who's willing to check in with you and ask, "Did you get that thing done yet?" Having that extra support can make all the difference. Just knowing that someone else is keeping track of your progress can give you that little push to stay on track, especially on days when motivation is low. And if you hit a roadblock along the way, they're there to offer advice, help you brainstorm solutions, or even give you a little nudge to get you unstuck. It's all about having that extra layer of support to keep you moving forward and remind you that you're not in this alone. So find that person who will keep you honest, cheer you on, and help you get past the tough spots. You'll be amazed at how much more you can accomplish when you have that kind of support behind you. Here's another tip that works wonders. Reward yourself for every milestone, no matter how small. Did you finally tackle that pile of laundry? Awesome. Go ahead and treat yourself to something you enjoy, like a snack, a short walk outside, or even a few minutes of your favorite show. It doesn't have to be anything over the top, but giving yourself that little reward makes the whole process feel a lot more satisfying and fun. Plus, it keeps you motivated and gives you something to look forward to as you make progress on each task. Every time you check something off your list, it's like a mini victory, and those little wins really add up. The key is to make it fun and feel rewarding, so the work doesn't start to feel like a drag. The more you associate progress with positive feelings, the more likely you are to keep going. And before you know it, you'll have made a serious dent in your to-do list. Now that you've broken down your task and set up a reward system, let's talk about something else that can make a huge difference: your surroundings. If you're surrounded by clutter, distractions, or anything that pulls your attention away, it's so much harder to stay focused. It's like trying to drive with the radio blasting and someone talking in the back seat. It just doesn't work. So, take a few minutes to tidy up your workspace. Clear away any mess that's not helping you get things done. If your phone is a big source of distraction, turn off notifications or even put it in another room for a while. And don't forget about setting a timer for your focus sessions. Whether it's 15 minutes or 30 minutes, having a set time to focus can help you stay on track. Creating a space that supports your focus makes all the difference. When your area is organized and free of distractions, it becomes so much easier to dive into your work and a lot harder to procrastinate. The clearer and calmer your surroundings, the clearer and calmer your mind will be, making it much easier to get things done. So, we've covered a lot of practical tips, but it's worth taking a moment to recognize that procrastination isn't always about your schedule or habits. Sometimes it's tied to what's going on in your mind, like stress, anxiety, or that relentless drive for perfection. These feelings can quietly build up and make even the simplest tasks feel like a heavy lift. If procrastination keeps showing up, it might be a sign to check in with yourself. Take 5 minutes right now, seriously, pause what you're doing, and ask, how am I actually feeling? Are you carrying the weight of stress or feeling nervous about not meeting your own expectations? Maybe you're stuck in a loop of overthinking because you're worried about failing. Whatever it is, giving yourself a moment to reflect can make a big difference. And if you notice those feelings are becoming a regular thing, it's okay to seek support. Reaching out to a mental health professional isn't about admitting defeat. It's about equipping yourself with tools to better manage those emotions. They can help you navigate through the mental blocks so tackling your goals feels less overwhelming and more achievable. You don't have to go it alone, and sometimes just having someone in your corner can be the push you need. So, to wrap it all up, start by breaking those big goals into smaller, more manageable steps. Find a trust buddy to help keep you on track, and celebrate every small win along the way. It's all about progress. And when it comes to that fear of failure, remember, you don't need everything to be perfect before you begin. Every small step counts. If you've been putting things off because you're scared to fail, just know that failure is part of the process. What really matters is taking action. And each step you take brings you one step closer to reaching your goal. You've got this. And as always, don't forget to stay uplifted naturally.